39 years old. I'm going to be 40 in about 2 weeks. And I do CrossFit at Muscles and Lungs CrossFit.
Mi nombre es Rachel Werleman, mi tengo 28 años, ando me haciendo CrossFit.
I'm Petra Smith, I'm 31 years old, and I do CrossFit.
I mean, I train at Muscles and Lungs, and I think from the beginning, it's the coaches really, I'd say, give you personalized attention, and it felt like that from the beginning, very first days. You know, they know that you're new, they're helping you individually, and maybe the guys that are a little more advanced, they get pointers too, but you see them putting the time in.
Antes sei tá se ele ideal que não tô cada vez por mim falta dia não encontramos está semana meeting sem bem. Dus eigenlijk cada não tá lagabo tá accountable para cada decisão que você kind of.
I'd never been to another box or really done any CrossFit before that, so to me it was all a new thing, and it's nice.
So tem algo importante me se improve. Me dispuntra não tá zorgpi. Antes sei da local me te querer tá hasi e box aqui, assim na bom, de mi vista. E me te querer outro gente não tá.
I'm a dancer as well, so I came from Holland dancing a lot. I couldn't really find my place with a dancing school in Aruba. I didn't see that as an option, so I was just going to the gym and trying out different dance schools before I started CrossFit.
E sei da è parte di community, mi te ele hoop importante. E coach dan e sei mi te querer tá pônico e box da drive. Para sobra como coach vou me ser constantemente direito bom mês para por guia atleta não. Do me to que sei dia fu.
I competed in the Open as well, and I really enjoyed that experience. Like I wasn't able at all to do a pull-up during the Open, and now I've managed to how many months ago was it? 4 or 5 months. Now I can do a pull-up.
Yeah, I think it's the measured improvement. Like you can see where you're improving. It's not so much a physical improvement. Like it's not looking in a mirror and say, oh, I've lost weight or I look better. It's more of a measured, like, oh, now I can do a pull-up. Now I can do chest to bar. Now I can do a muscle up. There's a competition to it, but it's really supportive. Everybody's very supportive. So I think that's a major part of it, the community. Just a nice atmosphere.
I would never consider myself an athlete. I was always someone at best a regular Joe. I decided to start working out to get better my health, for my family and everything. I have a daughter, so I don't want to be the typical dad that's, overweight, can't run behind the daughter, can't have fun because I'm always too tired or I just don't want to move around. So it's like, okay, no, this is it. I'm at an age that I either do it now or it'll never happen.
I'm on the training for Fitville, working on my weaknesses right now.
I think I have the chance to become the fittest on Aruba, and for fun.
Because I want to test my level of fitness, but I'm not sure yet if I'm going to compete this year. It's just I want to see if I'm getting better during the year.
Just want to try it and see if I can reach my best.
It's a hell of a lot of fun.
I want to know how well I'm doing at CrossFit.
It's the best time of the year.
Yeah, I mean, Fitville is a different challenge because you're not by yourself. So you're a team of 3, and a lot of the movements sometimes have to be synchronized. You need to wait for people to go, and it's not like just doing a WOD by yourself. Maybe your breathing's going to be different. You're on somebody else's pace, so it has its own challenges, and we'll see. It'll be fun. There's guys out there that are really good. So I don't know what the teams are exactly. I mean, but definitely there's other people that are very fit, so we'll see.
Well, I always do the same class, the same hours, so you see the same people almost every day. And I did decide to do Fitville with 2 ladies that also do the class together with me. So I'm in Fitville together with Wilma and Ellen. And we try to train as much as possible right now and do the extra burpees together and motivate each other on different skill sets so we get better. I'm curious to see how it's gonna go. It's my first time doing a group competition, so I'm very curious. I don't know what kind of things they're gonna be, but Yeah, my stamina is like one of my weaknesses, so I have to keep up. And my teammates, their stamina is pretty good, so I have to keep up with them. That's kind of, I hope I can.
Met de train eigenlijk hoe Jonathan Trump, ita me Amadei Nicolas. Ja, kunang met de train po basta tempo kaba. Eigenlijk nossa purba, di laga Jonah participa con nos, se nos pone un pelo que rebus cabeça. Pero lastimamente sem no purba, se tá full e me está muito morrer. So agora tá tem muito morrer que tá interessado, que tá de Sweden, que chama Lisa. Ante agora nós tomamos contato com ele, então ele vem tá nos third team member. Desse sei lá tá leuk experience. Mi goal para Fitville tá para e mi team members não diz puxa hobby duro. Então se nós tem a possibilidade para ganhar, why not? Pero é hobby importante para mim, então pensei, por exemplo, de Amadei echt para waki, pues hobby biama competir contra gente. Dus mi saco eta puxa até com hora que não tem mais. Então pensei tá local, tá assim ami com ele, bom. E Lisa me tá assumir também nós tá papiando com ele waki e certo quando tá matching, dus vamos esperar que vai assim.
It was a 400-meter swim, and then a 2-kilometer run, and then a 200-meter swim.
Yeah, because the run, I mean, it was basically just us on the beach, and I mean the tourists and everything. But yeah, really when we got the arena, you know, step out there, you're like, all right, this is a real deal competition, you know, style. And yeah, it was just like, okay, taking it in, but all right, you got work to do, we got events to do, so.
It was intense. Seeing so many people, like, first of all, I still can't really do handstand well, but I'm working on it. But just seeing how many athletes just going at it. I'm sure that day some of them PR'd for sure, like the distance and everything. It's just, I was just standing there just like, holy smokes. I mean, imagine if I actually was able to do this, but not be able to do that workout. I was like, I couldn't believe it. And after that was the front squat clean, yeah.
Can't load up the weight, wait for a countdown. Right now we'll be resting. Change up energy, need to change up. And then from there on, it's game time. Woo. 10 seconds, guys, 10 seconds. Remember the weights.
Yeah, we had our backs to the crowd because I think it was Jonah's idea, because he works better that way. He doesn't like people watching him do the front squats. And he squats more than pretty much anyone I know, so it's like, fine, we'll do it your way.
Yeah, I've seen him clean, he cleaned 295 probably a handful of days before Fitville. He went 295 and cleaned it, got excited. He did 6 front squats of the 7s, and on the last one he dropped the barbell. And it was just like heartbreaking, but we still managed a second place in the front squat total. So.
¿Qué pasa na the last squat?
It's fucking heavy, what do you mean? 295.
Is that a PR for you?
For a 7 rep? I've never tried it, yeah, I guess. It's 6 reps, so 6 rep PR, yeah.
295, that's crazy. Yeah, now Lionel, Team Vibes in general was just like an all-star team. That's you could call them the all-star team, you could call them the A-team, you could call them whatever amazing team, the Avengers, Justice League, whatever you want to call them. They're that team.
I remember the first workout. Why? Because we were so pumped up. Marcela is super competitive, I'm very competitive. Jessica was just really nervous, but we were so like, you know, like super hyper.
The first one was with the pull-ups or the jumping pull-ups and the knee raises, right? And the dumbbell snatches.
So we go into this workout, it was like a feast of no reps. That's what it was. With hanging knee raises, no reps. Hanging knee raises is like the easiest thing you can do. And we just kept getting no reps. And I'm looking to the side and I'm like, what is happening? What are we doing?
We're just like, okay, let's do this. And we didn't even have a plan. And all these girls were so fit and we were like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this. And
yeah, we're fit. We're all very fit, but it obviously didn't matter. You know, if you're not focused, if you're not calm, if you're not breathing, yeah, my mom could have beaten us, you know. So we screwed that up pretty badly.
And then we got first place, so it was crazy.
The doubt creeps in, but then you think about, man, like all three of us are here every day. Like obviously we're well prepared, and you just go into the next one, and that's what we did.
Yeah, boy.
So Jessica went first with the ball balls, killed it, like killed it. That girl is strong, you know. So I think it was 100 wall balls. She went 50 straight, 50 straight, and then she stopped for a little bit, and then I think like 20, 20, and 10 or something like that. Killed it. Came back. She put us way ahead.
But Wilma was like, oh, I'm going to do that. It's okay. So we were like, oh, okay, fine. We're not going to bring you. We're not going to do that. So that's cool. And well, Petra is better with the snatches, so just naturally that I would do the clean and jerk, and I think it went really well.
I remember Marcela, like, well, the other girl behind us from the other gym, they were behind her, like, to her back, and so she's going at it, and at one moment she just turns around and she stares the girl in her face and like starts doing the clean and jerk, like, whoa, whoa, she's killing it, and then she ran back.
Remember, we were screaming, but she couldn't hear us. We had to stand behind the line. You see, was all the way on the other side, and we couldn't help her or yell at her. We were trying, come on.
Yeah. I live and breathe these kind of things. Okay. I dream about them all the time.
Alright guys, we're now gonna have 3
She did the snatches too.
I want to call the judges. Who's the judges?
I feel that one. So they went pretty good, better than expected anyways. There's 2 WODs tomorrow. One of them we know, and the second one is a surprise. So we're gonna find out tomorrow afternoon. For the rest of the day, we're gonna cheer the rest of the groups, and afterwards eat a lot, and sleep. So take a long shower and eat and sleep.
I thought it was going pretty good in the beginning. I think I did like 50 unbroken, which was probably what I did wrong. I broke them up into 25s and then 10s and then 5s, and I had to take a few breaks.
All these athletes going at it. There's some athletes who paced themselves, and there's some who thought like, you know what, I got enough energy to keep pushing, all the adrenaline. And then you just stand, I just stood there and watched them like go like 50 non-stop unbroken. I'm like, how can you do that?
Like I would look at Lario and think, well, like, man, you feel good because you're suffering together, so you're thinking it's not just me that's dying here, but on the other hand, you want to beat him as well.
But then, after the 50, you tend to burn out. And then like the rest of the wall balls are just hanging there, catch your breath, and then do 5 or 10 the most, and then you hang there again.
Jason went out to do heavy grades. Started way too fast. Was going touch and go with 225, and the thing is, like, there's a lot of pressure. The 2 other guys are waiting to go, so you can't stop moving. And then it was my time to shine. 75 snatches. I knew like my power snatches are not the greatest, but we went out, and I think it was Eximius in front, out of Beast in second, and it was between us and 297 on the snatches. I dropped the barbell and I had 7 reps left, and I hear Javier screaming 5 reps for 297, and I knew JP was behind me. I was like, fuck. So I turned over to my judge, and she's like, you had 7 reps to go, and I just held onto the bar, did my 7 reps, and probably dropped the barbell like 2 seconds before GP ran, because my legs weren't working. So I was like trying to run as fast as I can, go back to Lyle and Jason, and then run back to the finish, and we ended up like squeezing like probably 4 seconds before 297. So that was probably one of the fastest WOD also. Like, that surprised me. Like,
no matter the consequences afterwards, we'll deal with it. It's fine, we'll deal with it. We're just gonna go for it. And it's crazy, it's amazing. It's amazing to see it. Again, the mentality, the drive to succeed for that specific moment. And it's mind-blowing.
Any hope for the surprise WOD? Anything you guys want? Go home. What did you do last night after your last workout?
Eat, sleep, that's all. Watch Netflix.
Not good at rowing. It was for us, I think, the worst workout. Yes, because it was with a heavier weight. We're not really the strongest team, if not all 3. Petra is really good with squats, but I'm not the strongest, so I need to have more conditioning stuff. So the heavy weights was for us, I think, the hardest workout.
I knew that was going to be fun. It actually was. I think that was one of the most exciting workouts of the entire Fitville. I think the people I remember the crowd like yelling and just screaming for their teams and everything. That was very cool actually.
Rowing is not in my opinion, not the toughest thing you can do in that workout that day. There was other obstacles that I thought, like, you know what, they're gonna do fine in the rowing, but the next thing that's coming up, that's the part they should worry about.
We thought, okay, Wilma can do the snatches, she can do more snatches, so she's going to, we try to let her row less, but then she was the best rower, so it was like, okay, we're going to change, you're going to row as much as you can, and then we switch.
Because they have Wilma who rows like a beast, right? She really rows like a beast.
I was really sucked at the rowing, so I was like, oh no, I can't do this. How do people get all these calories? So no, I didn't like that one.
I remember how I felt at the moment. I felt pretty anxious, like, you know that feeling where you're like, gotta hurry, we gotta go, because indeed Barbellas were, I think we all kind of rode sort of the same, and they were, they were trotting. Is that a word, trotting? They were pushing it, and we know, of course, those girls are good weightlifters as well. So I remember feeling a little bit anxious at that moment.
When it comes to weightlifting, everyone generalize and immediately assume, oh, it's a guy thing. CrossFit is by far the least type of sport that should ever be seen as, you know what, it's a guy thing only. No way. Rachel's team is an example. Marianne's team is also another example of what women can do when it comes to the same type of sport as men. When it's go time, it's business. It's serious business.
You can't be thinking about the crowd when you're doing a clean or a snatch or something like that. I mean, you hear it, but it's in the background. But you still feed off of it. You know, like when you're trying to finish your last reps and you keep hearing people screaming, and I get it, because it's the same thing when I come watch the open and see people like just newcomers trying to open for the first time, and you see them really pushing, and you just I start yelling at them as well, you know, like pushing, like cheering them on, because it's very inspiring to watch. So I get that, you know. So
yeah, I really feed off the crowd. It really helps me, and a lot of times I pick someone in the crowd, someone that I trust. I think with the snatches, I looked at Daryl because it gives me comfort, and someone just needs to stand there and be like, yeah, you're doing okay, you're doing well. It's reassuring, but the harder you yell, the better. Yeah, I definitely feed off the crowd, and I think it's good. Like why not use it? You know, because a lot of this is mental.
I remember seeing Tarek just went all beast mode. I remember he was so exhausted trying to catch his breath, and then the time was coming up where I was gonna, finish, the workout was gonna finish. He just went all beast mode, just grabbed that bar and just lifted, and you see him like forcing, even the shoulders coming all the way down, it was that heavy. And he just pulled it up. I was like, holy smokes. My God, either the bar is gonna break or something else is gonna break. But that's the one thing I remember, and it stayed with me. It's just, again, once it's on, it's on. You go all the way.
In the making. Coming soon.
But I mean, going to the last event, I mean, tied for first, knowing that we had to win that event to win, or basically beat 297.
What happened? It was like one of those Dave Castro announcing a workout moments, so we know it's gonna hurt.
We're just waiting for when it's going to be announced, how late do we have to be, where, and what's going to happen, and we're all like, oh, what movements were not in the previous workout, which is still to come, what's going on.
Workout of the day. Are you guys ready for the last workout? Pierce, is that Pierce? Pay a little friend. I don't think they can hear you guys. Down with you, to the floor.
What's it gonna be, Jackie?
Burpees. Burpees and thrusters.
Sleep for time.
Burpees. We call it down with you, William.
I don't know, I think it could be burpees, and I think something with sled pulling. I don't know, I have an idea.
I have no idea. Burpees.
I think they're making this longer so we can stay a little longer.
Weightlifting.
I think they went to the rest.
Burpees. If he's standing below the bar, it has to be something maybe with some type of pull up while someone else is hanging. Although I think they already did that, I'm not sure. It's tough, it can be anything.
And I just remember just Javier pulling everyone together in a circle and then saying, you have to lift logs. And we're like, huh?
We're like, oh no, what the hell is that? We're so clumsy, how are we going to do that?
And introducing that, oh my God. I mean, it was awesome. It was awesome. For me, I was like,
Fast timber. I see the repetitions. I'm just gonna call it repetitions. I see 30 reps for attic division, 25 for intermediate, 15 for scale, and 20 for hero. The workout is 2 rounds for time. Not 1, but 2 rounds for time. 1, up, 2, synchronize. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 1.
At the first moment, I didn't think it was that bad, and I remember my legs. My legs were busted, so I was, this is really gonna hurt. Burpees and thrusters, that's really gonna hurt.
You know, we're gonna go all out, and if we win, we win. If we stay second, I mean, we tried our best. So it was like.
I think Javier Castro would be putting it nicely. I think you should put like the entire quote. You know how like Dave Castro is a prick. I'm pretty sure at that time, at that specific moment of the announcement, everyone was like, "You're definitely Javier Castro, and you are sure a prick."
tell you the truth, that was an amazing workout for the last one. I liked it, I loved it.
Pop my champagne bottle. I brought it. Serio. The event is really good. I like the mix, the swim run and all kinds of lifting and the gymnastics. You have it all. So I like it.
Voor mij nu het mooiste weekend van heel het jaar. Ja, ik vind het echt top. En dan 3 dagen. Ja. En dan met het team en dan verschillende boxen bij elkaar. En ja.
Holy shit! We won! See you next year!
That's
awesome, really good. Fucking tired. It's gonna hurt tomorrow. Tired.
Otra año, ¿nos ve juntos? Intermediate.
Oggi, local store, mi hamburger.